Hey everybody, it's your man James with Point Treasures back again with some more video action for you. This is another one of my live streams that I cannibalized and chopped out a couple bits here for you. Today it's a little bit it's going to talk about how the vanity and narcissism of Western comic book creators is part of why manga is dominating so much and why they can't really compete with them. I thought it was an interesting topic, one that is again just becoming more and more relevant as time goes on, as we can tell from the sales charts and whatnot. So I thought you guys enjoyed checking this out, and I hope you do. Should be a lot of interesting tidbits in there for you, I hope. And I want to thank you all for joining me today, and just give you a quick reminder that if you like what you hear here, drop a like down here on the video to help out those algorithms around here. Also, be sure to drop some comments if you have something you want to say. If you watch it and you got some ideas of your own, please drop them down below. I'd like to hear what you guys got to say, as always. And please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss all the great content that is being created around here. And if you have subscribed, please share out some links so that others can come and join us and become a part of the Sequential Treasures family, as it were. So I want to thank you all again for joining me today and hope you enjoyed checking this out. I certainly had some fun making it both at a time and then doing this little carve out for you. And I'll be back soon with some more stuff very soon. So until then, take care. Because we have people like Jerry Dugan, guy who's working on the X-Men titles right now. The folks collaborating on the X comics are cooking up the biggest stories in comics right now. Yeah, right. The X-Men gay gala of them dressing up in flowery suits and dresses. Yeah, that's certainly the biggest story of all time. The goal is to have fun, thrill our artists and editors, and get the readers what they didn't know they needed. Well, if they didn't know they needed it, then why would they want it? I mean, I want what I need, not what you think I need or what I think I don't need or don't think I know what I need. I mean, that's actually insulting to the readers. You're saying they don't know what they need. You don't know what you need. We know what you need. We're smarter than you. The goal, but here's the kicker. The goal is to make the artist happy. Everyone else is along for the ride. And there you go. It's all about them. It's narcissism. It's egotism. It's selfishness. I don't care what the audience wants. I'm going to give them what I think better. I know what they need better than they do. That's how smart I am. And I want to have fun. And it's about making me, the artist, happy. And if anyone else is just along for the ride, and if you don't like it, well, screw you. That's their mentality. Again, as you'll see here in a second with his follow-up to this. Please do not give us your great story ideas. They are for you to exploit. Except, well, you can't really exploit them because the great story ideas for the characters he's working on, if you work on them, Marvel and Disney will sue you. So really, you can't exploit them. You can't really exploit those stories, can you? But that doesn't matter. Please do not behave in an unhinged manner about the comic books to the folks working hard on them. Be cool. Translation: we don't want to hear your criticisms. Shut up and just give us your money for this dreck. That's what he's saying. That's it. They don't care about what you think of the work. They don't care what you think of how they're destroying the characters, destroying continuity, destroying, the industry itself. They don't care. Just shut up and give us your money. If there was a way for them to take your money without having to give you anything, believe me, guys like Jerry Dugan will be the first in line to want to do it. The reign of X is here. Hope you dig it, but we sure as hell are having fun. Translation: we don't give a shit if you're having fun. We're enjoying ourselves. And if you are, great. If you're not, get lost. That's the mentality. This is what we're dealing with in the American comic industry. This is why manga dominates. This is the mentality we need to be rid of for American comics to compete. But we're not getting rid of it. They double down and triple down on it. It never ends. And the people in charge, they don't care either, because they're owned by these corporations, pardon me, who don't care about the characters in their history, who don't care about the canon and the continuity that's being destroyed. They don't care about the audience that's being driven away, because for them, they don't really care about the comics. They just want the IP. Spider-Man underoos and Spider-Man lunchboxes and Spider-Man board games and Spider-Man toys. That's where they want to make their money. They don't care about the comic books. You can do whatever you want in the comic book. Jerry Dugan can sit here and insult the readers like this all day long, and the corporations aren't going to care, just as long as they're making bank on the IPs. The only people who care about the work are the former readers who, I call them former readers because a lot of them are. The former readers
of these works who've read them for decades and know them better, definitely better than the people who are working on them do right now. And they're the only ones who really care. The creators don't care. The corporations don't care. The normies don't care because they just suck down whatever direct the corporations throw at them. They don't care about any of this stuff. And, and again, keep in mind, this is all based on them doing just one thing. One thing. All they do is superheroes. Chuck said it. They do superheroes, superheroes, superheroes. And pretty much that's it. And even in that, they don't care what you think. They don't want to hear any criticisms. It's not about you. It's not about the characters. It's not even really about making a profit. It's about them liking what they're doing and pushing the narratives that they want to push. That's what matters. And that's not how it works in manga. In manga, it's about the audience. It's about the creation. It's about making that creation, be exactly what the audience expects it to be, so that they can enjoy it and continue to purchase it and then be able to be successful in keeping that franchise alive. That's what it's about. It's not about that here. And again, variety is the spice of life. And this is an image I found online, and you can see here, this is all manga related characters. You got video game characters. You got, there's Sailor Moon, there's Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and what is that, Vegeta up there, and you got, with Notaro or Notaru, however you pronounce that character's name. I know who he is. I've never read the book. I'm not a manga expert, folks. There's Kirby down here. You got, there's Pokemon in the background. All this different stuff. All these different characters from all these different genres and all these different themes. They're not all the same thing. And yet, this is what we don't get in the Western American comic book industry. They don't even care that we don't get this. It doesn't matter to them. But this is what's making manga dominate. They listen to the audience. They're not a Jerry Dugan telling you, we don't care what you think. It's about what we want. That's not what the manga crowd does, and that's why they're successful. A little boom in the 90s with manga, and even then, it was nothing. It was nothing like what we're seeing now. We're seeing, we're going to keep on seeing it. We're going to keep on seeing things just like this. There it is. May 2021 book scan. Top 20 adult graphic novels. Manga continues to domination of graphic novels charts. And there it is. This is what's going to continue to happen. They're going to continue to see this. Everything is all manga. There is not a single Western American comic book in there. And it's going to keep on happening. It's not going to change because they aren't changing. I mean, we just saw that recently. It seems everyone's rushing out to do new videos now about the recent trailer video that DC just did for their I'm Not Starfire young adult graphic novel, with a little hobgoblin that's supposed to be the daughter of Starfire, one of the most visually appealing superheroines ever drawn, by and large. And they make this little hobgoblin, this angsty hobgoblin teenager, her daughter. And it's horribly drawn, it's horribly written. It's an obvious self-insert of Mariko Tamaki. If you've seen Mariko Tamaki's picture and then you look at this character, yes, they are the exact same thing. It's not an accident. It's not by chance or happenstance. This is what it is. It's a self-insert, which again just goes to prove the point. For these people, it's not about creating entertainment for the mass audience. It's all about them. It's all about me. I want to be happy. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy this. I want to self-insert. I want to talk about my politics. I want to talk about my emotional issues. I want to talk about my social issues. And I'm going to force that on you. And I don't care if that does a disservice to the characters, to the company, to the industry, to the art form, to the audience. None of that matters. And instead, you end up with this now. This is what you end up with as a result of that mentality. Right here. This is it. And, I wish they would learn from manga. I wish they would see that, the variety that you get, in the material is so important. I mean, there used to be a time when American comics had stuff like this going on when that's what they did. You know, they were the ones who did all this. They brought all that on. You know, they had war comics, and you had romance comics, and you had Western, and you had, like I said, funny animals, you know, talking animals and stuff, Woody Woodpecker and Daffy Duck. You know, you had all kinds of, you had them based on actual television shows like The Munsters and Get Smart. I mean, they had comic books, for God's sakes. You know, everyone, you know, they used to do different genres that weren't all the same thing. But that's not what they do anymore. That's not what they care about anymore. They see that as, you know, who cares? You know, I don't, you know, I want to talk about what I want to talk about. I want people to listen to me, to follow me. It's all about me, 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 me. And you know, it's sad that that's where it's gone. But that's where they've taken it. And this is what we need to get away from. This is what, you know, American comic books needs to move away from, because it's destroying them. It is absolutely destroying them. And again, this stuff with manga isn't going to stop anytime soon, because the manga guys are smarter. They're way smarter. They are way smarter than their American counterparts. I mean, you know, it's almost like a stereotype in itself. You know, the Asians going, oh, those dumb Americans. Well, they are kind of dumb in this respect. So, you know, it's not really a surprise.